everyone, I hope you are having a good day today. This is your daily reading for Tuesday, October 16th, 2018. I do want to apologize for not posting a video yesterday. This month and November tend to be my most busy months of the year, and the time just got ahead of me. So I do apologize. This is, like I said, your daily reading for Tuesday, October 16th. I'm going to go ahead and get started, and I'm going to ask for your overall energy. So what is your overall energy for this day? This is the energy that will guide our reading. What is your overall energy for this day? Tuesday, October 16th, 2018. You have After the Storm. So this card typically tells you that either you are just getting through a stormy-like situation, or it's a warning that there may be something coming up, something like an emotional experience, something that is just an upset to your day. And I don't mean upset as in always being negative, I just mean it's something that's different, something that causes a bit of chaos perhaps. It might cause a little bit of craziness for you. But this card is telling you that whatever it is that happens, whatever comes up, whatever insanity that you end up experiencing, you're going to be okay after it happens. This is something that you have to go through in order to change, in order to grow, in order to prosper. There's something that you're going to have to experience in order to find knowledge, new knowledge. And this card does speak to the knowledge of the universe. It does speak to understanding beyond what you currently know. Okay, so keep an eye out for any new information, and keep try to keep your head on solid shoulders. That's not what I'm looking for. Try to stay grounded for whatever happens today, because, like I said, there may be some sort of surprise incident, some sort of upset, something that shakes the boat a little bit for you. But because it's something that you do have to go through to get this new knowledge that's being offered to you, then try not to let it overwhelm you. Whatever it is that may be happening, look for ways that you can overcome it and grow through it. So let's see what your aspirational card is. This card can tell us a little bit more about what the overall energy is about, and it also can tell you what you can hope for or aspire to if you are able to overcome your challenges for this day. So what is your aspirational card for Tuesday, October 16th, 2018? You have the Ace of Wands, right? So whatever it is that's coming up today, you will find that if you're able to overcome your challenges and find this energy, you're going to have this power within you. You're going to have this feeling of passion, of wanting to go after something, being ready to go after something, more than just saying, I want to do this. Something in you is going to have to do this. You're going to have to pursue this goal. You're going to have to pursue this need, this passion, stand up for this thing. Whatever it is today, there's just a lot of passion behind it, a lot of go-getter attitude, a lot of direct energy. So let's see what's challenging you on the physical level. What is your challenge concerning things like your body, your jobs, your relationships, any projects you're working on, just things on the physical, mundane, earthly realm. So what is your challenge for today, for Tuesday, October 16th, 2018? What is your physical challenge? You have the Seven of Coins. So this card is a message to be careful about your spending, about just how you handle your money today. I'm not saying that it's a huge issue. It's something that you might have to, it's not something that you are deeply struggling with. It's just something that you need to keep your eyes on today. Think about how you're spending your money or any other resources that are valuable to you, and think about how you're investing that money or resources. And time itself is a resource. So what are you doing today to invest your time? What are you doing today to invest your money, to invest any resources that you have? Okay, and who stands to benefit from the way you're dealing with these resources today? Because if it's not you, that's something that you need to really stop and think about. Be careful of just sort of tossing your money out the window, just giving it to anybody just because, or spending because you have a bad spending habit or because of impulses. Be very prudent with the way that you deal with your resources today. Let's see how you can overcome these money troubles that you might have. I am seeing that there's possibly a loss of money. So how can you overcome this? How can you overcome the challenge of possibly losing money or losing some other valuable resource on unwise decisions because you're making unwise investments? What can you do to avoid that and overcome that? You have the Empress and the King of Cups. Both of these cards ask you to look at the situation with a caring eye. Perhaps you've been just too focused on money, and because of the way you are looking at it, you are causing yourself to lose it. You are maybe obsessing over the money that you could be losing or the resources that you're losing. And these cards ask you to take a step back and think about the things that matter to your heart. You know, if you're obsessing over money, over trying to get money, but you're coming at it with a desperation mindset, with I need money because of this, I need money because of that, I don't have any money, blah blah blah, then you're telling the universe that yeah, you don't have any money and you don't need any money. I know it sounds like weird and can be hard to understand, but the way you speak out, the way you speak your existence, your reality into the universe, it more often than not will be the reality that you have. So if you're always saying, oh, I'm broke, then you're going to be broke. These cards are telling you to avoid that obsession with money, to avoid that fisheye kind of view, or is that the word I'm looking for? It's like tunnel vision. That's the word. Avoid tunnel vision, okay? You're focusing so hard on this thing where what you really need to do is focus on what you want in your heart to do. Instead of trying to think about, you know, how can I make more money? Think about how can I have a more fulfilling day? How can I enjoy this experience more? How can I connect to these people around me more? You have to connect with your internal creative energy. And I know I feel like that is something that is frequently said on this channel, but it's so true. Like, people who are able to create things and create art and create ideas and come up with new ways to exist, those are the kind of people who are able to create their reality, and they're able to change their reality for the better. They tend to feel more balanced and more connected to themselves because they have a creative outlet. And both of these cards suggest doing just that, finding a creative outlet and letting that drive you, letting your desire to grow in that aspect, the nurturing, creative, this is what my heart tells me to do, this is what my spirit tells me to do. If you're able to follow that energy, then you won't be suffering with the fear of loss of money. You won't be obsessed with how much money you have or how much money you're making or how much money you've lost. And you also will be less likely to spend impulsively because you're more focused on finding balance and creating a healthy life and creating a stable existence. And so when you find that thing that connects to you, that connects to your heart and your spirit on a deep level, you're more likely to put in the time, the work, and the energy to overcome challenges like this, okay? So let's see what's going on the emotional, mental, and spiritual level. What is challenging you concerning your emotions or your mental or spiritual state? What is your challenge for Tuesday, October 16, 2018? This can help us understand a little bit more about what's going on your physical side too, why you may be dealing with either an obsession of money or the need or impulse to spend or make bad investments or just give your money away. What is it that's going on underneath the surface? Judgment. I'm getting that there may be some self-blame for whatever situation you're dealing with. You feel like, you know, I got myself into this situation and now I'm stuck here. You're not really sure how to deal with or get out of whatever situation you're in, but you're also not fully accepting responsibility for it either. Even though you're telling yourself, you're blaming yourself without actually accepting that responsibility. You're telling yourself, I did this, I put myself in this position, I spent all that money, and now I'm broke. I never learned to invest, so now I'm screwed over, blah, blah, blah. I didn't read the contract all the way, so now they got more of my money, and this is all my fault. That's kind of what your brain is telling you right now. And you did, I think, go through this storm here already. I think for some of you, it might be a message of something to come, and this is how you're going to experience that situation. But if I am reading this just as a today message, then I think you already went through some big change. Whatever it is, it did maybe cause you that loss of money or that obsession or fear of losing money. You did maybe make some bad investments, and now you're kind of blaming yourself about that. You're blaming yourself for putting in the time, the energy, for something that didn't necessarily work out the way you wanted it to. And you don't really feel like you can find a way out. But you're also not telling yourself, that there is a way out, right? You're just sitting believing that you're stuck and that's it. You're in this room with no doors, essentially. And in that room are all of your mistakes, all of the things that you did. And you are telling yourself, you know what? I'm just going to sit here and accept that I did all this stuff and this is all my fault, and so this is apparently where I belong, instead of getting up and looking for an actual door, looking for another way out. You're not really looking for another way out. Even though you're telling yourself you want it, you're not actually taking the initiative to do so. So let's see what you can do to overcome this challenge. What can you do to overcome this sort of mental entrapment, this self-blame, this accepting but not accepting responsibility, not taking charge and trying to change the situation, just letting yourself be stuck here? What can you do to overcome this challenge? You have the Knight of Wands and the Nine of Cups. These cards are telling you to go after what you desire. If it is change that you desire, if it is wealth that you desire, if it is healing within yourself that you desire, go after that, but control your recklessness, right? Don't just rush into situations. Don't accept every answer as your answer. There are so many different solutions for any problem that you could face. So many. Don't accept a solution just because someone gives it to you or because it seems quick and easy. Really take the time to assess the situation that you're in. And also with the Nine of Cups, take the time to celebrate the steps that you've already taken. Even if you made a mistake recently concerning your money, if you're trying to improve in some way, if you're trying to improve your funds in some way, then feel good about that. Even if a mistake was made, feel good about the fact that you are putting in the effort. You're putting in the effort to improve your situation. And that's something to be proud of. That's something to celebrate and be happy about. And don't try to celebrate it alone. Any achievements you make, let people know. Right? I think a big issue that you're having right now is you feel like you're stuck alone. Remember my analogy about the room without a door? You feel like you're in there all by yourself, dealing with these issues, dealing with all this blame, all the faults that you have, all the mistakes that you've made, and you're just alone. Where the Nine of Cups is asking you to open yourself up and share it with other people. And that includes sharing your problems, talk to someone, reach out to people. Whatever you do, don't completely cut yourself off and don't jump into things in a reckless manner. Don't do things just because, like I said, they seem like they'll be quick. Take your time to really consider the choices you're making and the steps that you're going to take, but absolutely take those steps. Go after that financial stability, go after that health, that mental health, go after these things that you are craving within yourself, and just push yourself to do it. And then ask people to help you. Reach out, ask your friends and your family and your loved ones. You can say, I am trying to fix my life. I am trying to be more emotionally stable. I'm trying to be more healthily stable. And I'd like at least one friend, one family member to kind of help me through that situation, to be with me, to support me, to tell me they believe in me, if nothing else. Right? Don't try to deal with this alone, but absolutely go after it and have those people for the days when you are feeling like this, when you're feeling like you're stuck in that room, or the days when you feel like it's so hard to move forward. Reach out to people. Don't try to do that alone. And as you're going after whatever you're going after, try to be gentle. Try to be gentle with yourself. Try not to think about the things that you don't have. Try not to focus on your failures. Try not to focus on those mistakes that you're feeling overwhelmed by. Okay? And if you find yourself focusing on those things, try your hardest to remember all of the good things that you have to offer. Try your hardest to remember the abundance that exists in your life so that you're able to have the energy and the passion and the power to move forward and make the changes that you need to make so that you can come through this storm. So let's see what your energy is to close this day. What is your energy for the end of Tuesday, October 16th, 2018? What is your end of day energy? You have the Seven of Swords and the King of Pentacles. Interesting. At the end of the day, I'm not necessarily seeing that you've really gotten through this mindset just yet, and maybe you're still taking the steps to figure out what it is that you desire, figure out what creative steps you want to take, but there's still a lot of your focus on the monetary gain without actually wanting to go after what matters to you, right? There's a part of you that just keeps saying, I have to go to this day job. I have to follow this particular path for my success. That is the only way I have seen success happen, or that is the only way someone has told me success can happen. Or I'm not good at anything else, or I don't believe that I should take the time to do something else when I've already put time into this thing, or I've put in an investment, and even though it didn't play out right, I'm going to keep going with it and hope that it improves. So your mindset right now is like you're at this position where you're not ready to let go of these thoughts. You're not ready to really push yourself past the threshold of this storm that you're experiencing. And like I said, it's possible that this storm is something that's going to come up later. It's also possible that it's an ongoing situation for you. But at the end of the day, I'm getting that your focus is still very much on the wrong path. It's on the path that instead of listening to your heart, you're listening to your mind, your logical side, and you're listening to it so much, and you're so focused on the earthly materialistic things that you are at risk of losing yourself. I don't want to end like that, so I am going to pull just another card to see what you can do to help you overcome this logical mindset. What kind of actions can you take to overcome this mindset that you still have at the end of the day so that you can continue to aspire towards that active, ready to go-getter kind of attitude that we got with that Ace of Wands? So what can you do to overcome this mindset? You have the Seven of Wands. And this card is telling you to really rethink what matters to you. Very much like what I said over here, rethink what you're going after, okay? With sevens, they are telling you that it is time to reassess something in your life. It's telling you that it is time to check in with yourself, check in with your passions, check in with what you've been doing with your life. Look at how you've spent the last 6 months and ask yourself if that's really what you believe in, if that's really the you want to be, if that's really the life you want to live. Because if it's not, then today is the day to start going after that life. Today is the day to say, I'm going to live my most true, authentic, real self for once, and to stand up for that. This card is telling you to stand up for yourself. You may not know everything that's going to come in the future, but you know you. And if you don't, then this is the time to take a moment to sit down and really look at you. Look into your heart, look into your soul, listen to yourself. If you're not happy, there is a solution. Ask yourself what that solution is, because it is inside of you, and it has to do with what you truly want to be, who you truly want to be, what life you truly want to live. So take that time to sit down and really reassess where you are right now. Reassess what these choices and this mindset had gotten you so far. Okay, that's your reading for Tuesday, October 16th, 2018. Thank you a million times for joining me. Thank you to everyone who comes here. And please, if you like these videos, go ahead and like and subscribe. Check out the links in the description. And I will see you tomorrow. Remember always that I love you. Bye.